Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Ancient Warfare. And last episode, we began construction of the new squad. What is the new squad? Well, you see, first squad, we kind of lost them. Actually, let's go over the whole history of our first squad. They fought at the Viking town. That was the first fight we introduced them. With decent armor, they had a cavalry group and also additionally, mainly archers. And a Hwacha. But the archers destroyed the Hwacha and the engineer running it. The medic ran off and got chopped in half or something. And it didn't go very well for them. But yeah, eventually they ended up just having no weapons or armor at all. And so after the battle, I re-equipped them with armor we had captured from the enemy. Then hit the siege of whatever the heck that place is called. I think it was called Fort Yam or something. That we invaded. Holy crap, I'm running out of mana, but I can keep telling the story. Yeah, we redeployed them. For archers first, and then we deployed the melee units inside of the city. And, then we lost all their armor again, basically. Well, most of it. Not all of it. We also lost a lot of their equipment. But I don't think we lost any of their, like, actual weapons at all. Like, we didn't lose any weapons from them. What the heck? So yeah, that's what happens. And, I mean, there's also the Castle Crashers, which were also introduced at that same siege, so. What are the Castle Crashers? Well, they're named after the game. I don't even know what the game's about, but I can assume it's about crashing into castles and stuff. And that's what they did. So, it was pretty effective, they were. Anyway, we are making a piece of a fancy shirt to go with the fancy pants. You see, last episode, we're going to make 8 of these because we have an entire squad to equip. And now I'm apparently, because I'm wearing the fancy pants, I'm a part of the fancy pants squad. First squad, fancy pants squad. What the heck? Wow. It's great. Absolutely amazing. I guess now I'll have to be equally as dumb. And the reason I say that is because they're probably going to all run off into battle the next battle we have, and probably all die. But well, I digress. It's still worth the value I'm putting into this. You see, making the fancy armor for them will make them more indestructible, and being more indestructible is better than being less indestructible. So, here is our squad of fancy pants. They only have pants right now, so I mean, we need to get them fancy shirts. And wait, are these all archers? But they have like a layer over that, and then that's pretty smart actually. It just doesn't render the layer whenever they're actually a regular. When they're actually an archer, they don't render this layer on top of that. Weird. Nobody would notice that except for me, because I'm weird. And I notice things like that. Let's go. So, the weapons complement is going to become like the castle crasher weapons. Maybe not. Maybe they're just going to be like high damage weapons. Like, we're not even going to use shields. We're just going to deploy the highest damage weapons available. Anyway. I need cobalt. For the plates, I believe. And for the trim, it will be... Actually, no. No. What is... I meant to use Ardite on the actual first armor trim, so that way I could have, like, buffs for that, but... because it gives you actually a modifier. Astral Silver gives you jump boost, right? So... that will allow us to jump better in battle. I'm not sure why I would want that. And, well, for the helmet and boots, it is Calendrite armor, which is the plan at least. Celestial's resistance 2. Diver, strength, poison immunity, well fed. I'm not even too sure what some of these are, but I can read about them. Clear vision. I mean, there's not really much in the way of armor that's like, you know, it's good. Like for buff wise, we're pretty limited. Volcanic is pretty useful, but maybe fall damage would be pretty useful. Ammo drain, ballast, voltaic, dense, vengeful, prideful, lightweight, super hot. I guess we'll just do a trim of that, and then Ardite for the, you know, the actual, this part. No. I mean, it does add a lot of toughness to it. I don't know. I have no clue. Like, I actually have zero clue what we're supposed to do for this armor. Because it's not entirely, like, super easy to design a new armor with the limit of, like, we're very limited on, like, what these are able to do. So, while I could make the helmet, I don't really see a point. Here is what we're going to look at now. We're going to look at modifiers, because as you can see, there's quite a few. You can get diamond, then parasitic, reinforced, mending moss, so like it actually regenerates itself, sticky, shulker away, soulbound, concealed. Some of these don't sound very useful. A lot of these don't sound very useful. Many of these don't sound very useful, except for embossment, but there's actually no use in that, even with this armor. Like, there's with the Metallurgy Reforged 4 stuff, it's compatible, but like it doesn't give you much in the way of, you know, Tinkerer stuff, which is very sad, but I mean, what do you expect? It's not like it has to be. Anyway, they're speedy and resistant, and we already have resistance, so. But this is actually pretty good. If I make 8 of these, oh, I can't make them. Well, I'll figure out how to make them. I think I can. Frosty for Frostrock or High Stride, giving you an extra lift. Interesting. I do like those piston boots. It's a great idea. Polished. You wouldn't want to see it, or else would you? Applies the same toughness level. Oh, well, it's kind of useless, but there's also these accessories, but we don't need them. Also useless. So, I mean, there's really not much useful stuff, unfortunately. But that's not a problem for me. I don't need useful stuff. I have all the useful stuff I could possibly need. So, it is now time to add our plates, which are going to be made of... No, that's wrong. Those are going to be... I didn't even need as many as I made. Oops. I put in, like, 12 pieces of... Yeah, I put in 12 pieces of cobalt ore. I didn't need that many. You see, I only need 8 pieces of these, and good thing these cast really fast. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, I mean, I did put some little cuts in there to make it a little bit faster, but doesn't need any more speed than it's already got. This stuff is fast to make. Really fast. The hard part is going to be Ardite. But we have to first cast out every single piece of everything else before we can do the Ardite. So, well, Cobalt specifically needs to go. We're playing a little game here called, will we run out of lava before these can melt? And, if not, will this be able to cast all the Cobalt before this melts? And creates an alloy called Mandolin, which I don't really need, but I have my Mandolin armor already, so I don't really need to bother with that. Plus, the good thing is I'm probably going to actually add, instead of being everybody outfitted with like orichalcum armor, I'll probably do, I don't know, calendrite or something, because it gives you regeneration. But I need this armor to be good enough for that. So it needs to be able to compensate for the lack of, you know, good boots. I mean, I'm sure that the boots, if I made boots, they would be amazing. Right? But I mean, calendrite boots suck. If I replace these with calendrite, they'll suck. But Tinker's boots couldn't be good. I've not made Tinker's boots, but I'm guessing they're probably good. Alright, ready to cast. So that's gonna be 8 Ardite plates, hopefully. And I get to try this stuff out first. Let's go. First one to try it out. Crazy, huh? Ooh, nice. Oh, it's backwards. Oh, look at that. Now that's some classic Tinker's armor right there. As far as durability goes, 563. Bonus speed is +5. Not really that good, but it does give me a nice little bit of extra field of view. I do like a little bit more field of view, but not as much speed particularly, so. It's just a kind of an expensive thing to make. But, man, if you could get, like, if you could do you could combine this for some real armor, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff could be incredible if you know what you're doing to make it right. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing, and I'm making it correctly the way I want it to be, but if you had, like, more stuff that you can make this into, then wow, this would be fabulous. But, holy, I just now realized, I maxed out the actual, our actual armor bar down there. Holy. That's something I never thought I would do, because I think you'd need diamond armor for that. Turn this off now, because this is done. And we've casted everything. So, that's some great work right there.